Microcampus is a 28-day experience in Xizhou, a great program that I have always been excited and thrilled about. Fortunately, I was able to come to Yunnan with 15 other microcampus students, and here I am, embarking on a whole new journey in Xizhou. Each of us chose a topic that has captured our interest, and for a large part, we focused and researched on that inquiry project. I have chosen Bai Music, as music has impacted my life in a number of ways and has inspired me to explore through the world of arts. At first, I wanted to learn the basic of Bai music, for example, its structure. But through a series of field research, I realized that I was more interested in the preservation of the music, and through that new topic, I was able to incorporate my learnings into my final project. After conversing and digging into many different aspects of Bai music, I have finally reached my thesis. In order to determine whether we can preserve the culture of Bai music, one might consider the factors of finance, musical notations, and the Bai language itself. In my field research, I was able to converse with multiple local musicians in Xizhou, and through our talks, I was able to gain some insight into their financial life. Through my understanding, most of the musicians that get invited to festivals and celebrations either get paid or have voluntarily came to play their music. For paid musicians, they only receive less than 50 yuan per night of a performance, and musicians who have volunteered to go and perform, they, of course, have other jobs to support their family. One musician I met, Miss Yang, works as a farmer but takes occasional breaks to come and perform music. For other festivals, they sometimes only receive a piece of cake or a pack of cigarettes. Many of them have stated, the young ones are too busy. They are either busy making money or busy receiving education for a better job. Even residents who are parents have explained that they would not encourage their children to go towards a musical career, especially minority music, because people earn too little money to support their family. As for the young ones, they would much rather play modern or pop music than focusing on ethnic minority music. Without government funds and aids, then not a lot of people will want to continue down preserving this music, when they themselves cannot support their family. Funding artists and musicians to continue this culture should be what the government should do, especially when they want to continue to preserve Bai music. The musical notations also impact the preservation of its music. First off, the music sheet for Bai music has an immense difference than Western 5-lined music sheets. Instead, Bai music notes are differentiated by numbers, and the tempo is shown by lines. This is no longer a very common notation people use, so many people are not able to read the music of Bai. Bai melodies are also very different. Here is an example. Bai structures tend to repeat numerous times, especially the chorus. It gets repeated multiple times throughout a song. Unlike Bai melodies, pop has more unique tempos and chorus, and throughout the song, the melodies change. As I have talked to the younger generation, it seems like they perform more unique and changing melodies in pop music rather than repeated Bai melodies. There have also been conflicts and solutions. One is to change all melodies and still incorporate Bai elements, yet it will not preserve the old Bai songs that have been passed down. The evolution of Bai language also has a large impact on the preservation of Bai music. Throughout history, the language has gotten more and more influenced by Mandarin. Now, many words in Bai are actually Mandarin. Even though the language has evolved, it is clear that the passed down Bai music's lyrics has not changed. And because of the old languages in the lyrics, not a lot of people can understand them now. When I conversed with a Bai woman, Miss He, she told me that even though she speaks Bai, she does not understand the music's lyrics. The lack of understanding of the lyrics and the meanings of the song has resulted in a lack of interest, especially when you are not able to understand the stories of love, family, and friendship anymore. The same conflicts go with the Bai language. We could change lyrics to attract the younger generation, yet it is still very important to preserve the old lyrics. As I talked to the old musicians, here is what they said. As time passes, it is normal for cultures to fade and get replaced by the new ones. Others have explained that they no longer have the energy to teach students anymore, or that the younger generation is no longer interested. This made me realize that it could be in the near future where this culture of buying music could possibly fade out, where no one will know what buying melodies sound like in real life. I realized that preservation, especially to buy music, is immensely important. But looking through the factors of finance, musical notations, and the buy language, it is uncertain whether we are able to preserve the culture of buying music. Through this experience, I was not only able to thoroughly understand my topic, buy music, but also about myself. I hope that in the near future, our generation will be able to take action towards the preservation of buy music. I hope that we will preserve the beautiful cultures of the ethnic minority groups.